control now.
These homeless cats,
dude.
All right.
This goes out to all the guys who like to play basketball in the rain with no clothes on. This is for you. I know Jesus saves. I wish he'd save us from this podcast. I know he looks after you and me, but I wish he'd take us far away from here.
What it is, what it do, holla at me, baby. Welcome to IDM Friday night, feeling right. The mood is right. Shorts is still in the hospital. He's still in there with his vagina, his young vagina too. He's got two vaginas now.
Whoa.
Is that too much?
Whoa. Jesus.
Whoa, come on, Wise.
Patreon already?
Joining me.
You can't say
I'm
that.
super happy to announce that we have my guy Angel Morales in the house, straight live from Puerto Rico. What's up, dog?
Yo.
And special
What
guest,
up, good to be here.
former JFK co-worker, former Oakton Cougar alum.
Yeah.
D-Tech,
03.
Doug
Oakton Cougar,
Tetro.
I was
What's
about
up?
to say that,
Fire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On how I graduated together.
Same year?
Yeah,
Yeah. We had classes
Yeah.
together.
we
Several.
had like a history class with remember the flamboyantly
Harrison.
gay history teacher? Yeah,
Mr.
hell yeah,
Harrison.
he was awesome. Hell yeah.
Him and Elliot
Flamboyant,
Brown.
was he in the closet or did he have
Yeah, he was in the
I don't-
closet. He had a wife, and
Yeah,
he was like the fifth grandson of two presidents or something. So he said.
Oh.
He wasn't flamboyant, but he would wear like salmon colored polos, you know what I mean, to the class. And he always had
Yeah, it
like
was-
really nice, hair and everything. Like you could kind of tell kind of thing.
Okay,
Top-
so it was
top one
before.
class.
You wouldn't call someone gay now for wearing a pink shirt, but back then it was definitely gay in the 90s, in the
But
early
back
2000s.
then, yeah, it was like very obvious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. He would sit with his legs like cross-legged every class and like pontificate about history.
Yeah.
And he was very
He was awesome.
eloquent, which all of these things nowadays wouldn't be a big thing. But back then I was like, whoa, bro, tone it down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like a drama teacher.
No. A
Yeah,
different
back
time.
then you hit him with
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, I'm super excited to talk to you guys. Thank you for joining the show tonight. Not really. I haven't really got an update from Shorts. Just that he's miserable. He said the food sucks. He said it's like prison, only worse food.
Gotta have people sneak you in food for that.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
like the food at Fair Oaks Hospital, but he's in Fairfax, so I don't know. It's different. I know you were there. What was the food?
Cheaper
like?
hospital.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
the food was okay, but I'm with you, fellow. I just like food, so like it ain't that big of a deal.
I know, dude.
Well, not anymore. You don't like it anymore. You like to puke up food, but it's the same idea. You know what I mean?
Dude, I got an update for you guys. So DT, I don't know if you heard the episode yet, but I basically told on how I've been puking for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah.
And dude, it's so funny. Naveed texted me the next day and he's like,
Yeah.
He's like, are you actually puking that much? And I was like, when your doctor asks you something and you don't want to be honest with them, but
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
should I, sugarcoat it? So I was like, yeah, dude, I don't know. It's weird, man. And props to him. He's got pretty good bedside manner. He was like,
Yeah.
he didn't make me feel like a freak because of it. He was like,
Yeah.
oh, well, also because he wants to go on it too. So I don't think he wants to believe the fact that it's probably not good for you. So he like gave me this like huge rundown of things I should be doing differently, things I should look out for, different over-the-counter medication I could try to eat to come
Fight back the puking. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. He was like,
Why don't you
I mean,
just
he
hang
was a
out with
great.
Bob and go to the gym?
No, that's out of the question.
But did he say?
But he was like,
follow like medication and eat less.
No,
Did
I mean, he told me, he
or-
was like, I mean, I could bust out the text. Here, I'll show you the text. It was like, it was so detailed, and I was so impressed. I was like, damn,
I'd
dude,
like to hear. Yeah, I'd like to hear professional Naveed because I've
Okay,
only heard,
okay.
fun friend
Big old
Naveed.
dudes.
You know what I mean?
Dude, it's so weird. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, we knew him at the station.
Yeah.
Just wacky Bangladeshi, the Bangladeshi that worked at the station that was not gay,
Yeah. One of the two.
And
One of
now
my
he's
first
like,
friends in Austin and coworker was a Bengali.
oh, really?
Yeah, so I would throw out some like Bengali like terms and like items that I got from Big O and Dukes. He's like, "How do you know this? How do you know this?" He's like, "I never knew a white guy."
Okay, here it is. Yo, are you really throwing up every day from the Ozempic LMAO? I said, dude, it's the worst bit of all time. Didn't start happening until like 2-3 weeks ago. He goes, it's every day. And this is the part I was like, I'm just gonna lie to him. But I told him the truth. I was like, it's literally multiple times a day. I was like, I think it's from the nausea. And then he hit me with this, which is like it's hard to see, but it's it's a lot. He goes, the medication makes your digestion slow down. It's part of how it keeps you full. But now that you're on the higher doses, your digestion has slowed down a lot. It's just one of the effects. The med also doesn't go well with fried or high fat food. It'll make you feel more nauseous. The nausea caused by digestion being slower and being more full of poop. Nausea is also worse because you have more acid from the slower digestion. Nexium can help, but it takes 6 weeks for full effect. Pepsid will work faster, but not as strong. And then, dude, he just kept going, kept like, okay, I'm not going to show you this picture.
All right, I get it.
But yeah.
How funny would it be if he just like WebMD'd it and sent it to you?
Yeah. I'm just talking to Chat GPT.
Yeah, exactly.
But dude, so he was like, he basically told me that don't eat this, don't eat that, take this, try that. And then I did it, dude. Yeah. And then it was like the first day I haven't thrown up in a really long time. So,
oh wow.
Yeah, shouts to my guy Naveed. Okay. He really hooked it. So, so I'm not as freaked out as I was before. But whatever, it's still pretty gross. D-Ted, are you still doing the walking bit?
Yeah, I do a lot of bits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do a walking bit in the morning and then I do a running bit in the afternoon.
Oh, wow. Look at this guy.
I do.
D-Ted the builder over here.
No, I'm not. That's the thing. It's like I'm the same weight.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like I can't get lower than like 178 pounds.
So it's the diet or the booze?
Both. Probably both.
Yeah. That'll
eating all the scraps from the kids.
The kids? You got one? Well, you mean the friends that come over and shit?
Yeah.
Angel, I don't know if you're Angel, but he reminded us that he's the fattest he's ever been the other day. Made me feel pretty good.
I'm not kidding you. I was almost late to the stream because I had my my usual Negroni before the show that we talked about.
Oh yeah.
Week.
Yeah.
They have Negroni week here.
Oh, silly, dude. I'd be so excited. So I'm kind of tipsy, right? So I'm looking at the clock. I'm like, oh, it's 9 o'clock. I got plenty of time. And then I found an Oreo, the crappy ones, the Thinsters or whatever. And I
Oh,
ate an
yeah.
entire,
Yeah.
I ate an entire sleeve to the point where I looked up as I'm eating, and it's 9:28. I'm like, holy shit! Let me lie about my bad connection, and I ran over here and I started fucking turning everything off.
The thin.
So, yeah,
Who buys those, dude? That's
of course, my wife for the kids, and then I end up eating them.
It's like those are the cookies you get when you can't be like honest with yourself. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly. When you're pretending, and so you triple stack them to get the good feel. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
what I do.
Aren't those just the same Oreos? They just smush them down, but it's the same calorie count.
Are they really?
I
would
think
have seen it had
so.
less filling in it.
I think that's
I
how
thought it
they
had
get
less
you.
filling. I mean,
Oh.
honestly, I don't care. It's all good.
Just crunchier.
Yeah.
Dude, I recently stopped lying to myself when I like go out. Like, cause you know how sometimes, I mean, I don't know if you guys do this, but I've always, when I go to McDonald's or Taco Bell, I'll get like
Gotta get
2,000
something for the ride home.
Yeah, I'll get like 2,000 calories of food, and then I'll do the Diet Pepsi, Diet Coke bit.
I did that tonight.
You do that? I stopped even doing that, dude. I'm just like,
Yeah.
who am I fucking fooling, man?
My
Just
daughter and a friend, they wanted McDonald's for the first time in forever, and I was like, all right, cheeseburger, McChicken, nuggets, fries.
Nice, dude. Hell yeah.
I've been faking it for so long. I prefer like Coke Zero or Diet Coke over regular Coke now.
Oh yeah.
So I'll order the most disgusting, triple McBaconator, and then I'll get a Diet Coke. But I want that. It makes no sense. I mean, it's all phony.
No, that makes sense. I mean, well, the reason I said that is because like, what if I went to IHOP the other day with the kids, and do you ever go somewhere where like their soda selection is so nubby that you're just like, I'm just gonna get something I'd never get because all these options are gross. And I got they had like Diet Pepsi, and Starry.
Yeah.
Your new Sierra Mist.
Wait, is that what Starry? I was about to ask. What it was.
Yeah.
It's like
And I was like, I'm just gonna fucking get that. I don't want this Diet Pepsi. I'm just gonna. Who cares?
I get Starry at Costco.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Is Costco super crowded nowadays?
It depends on the Costco that you go to. Probably every Costco up there is crowded. I've got one.
Because
Like,
you guys saw Al
house.
Sharpton like marching with people in Costco, right?
Oh, that's because they didn't take away the DEI hires.
Yeah, I mean, no sports, no politics, but
yeah. I thought it was because of the price of eggs, but never mind. He's just trying to do fucking Fox News.
That's politics too.
Oh shit, we haven't gotten one of these in a while.
Oh, oh no.
And sex with men.
And I got news for you.
Hell yeah. Our guy, our dog, Muddy Mike the plumber, he sent a $49.99 gay gram alert. He says, "Are the cardboard corners still on the poster behind On Hill?"
Yeah. It still has like the mounting like screws over here at the corner, a little bag that just sticks out from
It
under.
looks like a picture that you find in like a Chinese buffet.
It was my attempt at being classy. It's like a legit painting from like John Friedrich Caspar, some German painter, landscaper, whatever. But when I first bought the house, I was like, I want to do something classy, and I bought like an expensive imitation, clearly not the real thing. And then I never bothered to take the cardboard off or anything because I didn't know if it was going to stay there. And my wife said the same thing as Doug said. She was like, "What the fuck are you like? What is that? It looks like." Because it has like a little cross in the middle. She's like, "What are we, a nursing home?" And I'm like, "Okay, I'll put it in the corner." So,
Dude, to be fair, I think that's more of like a vagina role than a dude's role to like put up pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, my life is all ass backwards. I'm taking care of the kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Honestly, it was just I didn't want to have like a live, laugh, love poster instead. And so it was my attempt of like, let me get some real artwork. And then I gave up after the one picture, and it's in the corner here.
Dude, I want to get one of those one of those signs that says, "In this house we say gay and retarded."
Put it over your daughter's bed.
Well, dude, my neighbors would not
Yeah.
invite us over anymore. Not that there's,
No,
not that they're super one-sided. Well, actually, you never. No sports, no politics. Anyway,
I was gonna say,
guys,
it doesn't matter what
go ahead.
side you're on. That's a pretty aggressive sign.
Well, let me just say this. Not that I care one way or the other. Okay, no
Yeah.
sports, no politics. You can root for the Eagles or the Chiefs, but
Sure.
I heard through the grapevine that one of the moms at the bus stop today was flicking off cyber trucks that drove by. So, yeah, so
Awesome.
It's so weird.
I mean, and in front of the kids, it's but whatever,
Dude, again,
whatever. People can do what they want,
Dude, I
No
rented a
sports, no
Cybertruck for
politics.
my kid's birthday.
You did?
Yeah, from the Turo. The same
Oh,
app
yeah,
that I
yeah.
used
Yeah.
to blow
It's
one
like
up.
Airbnb for cars.
Yeah, and then there was
Yeah.
that Cybertruck that got blown up using Turo. Like,
Oh, he used Turo to do it?
Yeah, the same
Oh,
as
dude, he
the
definitely
New
didn't get the
Orleans,
insurance.
the New Orleans guy.
Dude, so no sports, no politics. But speaking of what we're talking about, so I live in a bunch of in a big circle of Hispanics, right? But
Yeah.
but my Hispanics are Puerto Ricans and Venezuelans.
Yeah.
But Venezuelans, most Venezuelans that are in the States are obviously anti-socialism and communism. That's why they left Venezuela, et cetera, et cetera. No sports, no politics.
Yeah. No
The
sports.
point is,
yeah.
a lot of them were very pro-Trump, right? Just because of the anti-socialism sentiment. Except
This is
now,
before or after the basketball paper towel thing.
oh, the whole time, that's a Puerto Rican
Yeah,
thing.
I thought that people like that.
Yeah. Puerto Rico's 50-50 with that. But the
Yeah.
Venezuelan thing it's kind of funny because I'm like, oh, I don't know what to say here. There's a lot of them that are pro because of the anti-socialism sentiment, but now they're deporting everybody, so now they're all freaking out about it. So it's like they have to choose whether they like it or like be terrified to be deported, and they're all like calling each other. It's like freaking out. And I'm just like, oh, let me just sit over here and drink my piss beer.
That's interesting. It's almost like they're rooting for their own deportation.
Exactly. It's like a double-edged sword. It's really interesting.
That's crazy, dude. Does you don't have to name names, but have you guys, you're very Hispanic and not just Puerto Rican, but do you guys know anyone who's gotten deported or has
not gotten deported, but dude, honestly, 75% of the people we know are on text threads just freaking the fuck out.
Christ. Damn, dude, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Wild times.
I've always ever since I was a kid, I've been annoyed at. Never mind. I'm not going to talk about legal immigration. I was going to say that it annoys me because I know that it's hard to. Yeah.
Hold on a second. The one time we have a white guy in the Othello and Angel hour.
Yeah.
Immediately turn into illegal immigration and politics. Thanks, Doug.
I was going to say it's. I know it was hard for my mom to get here illegally, so it always annoyed me when people did it illegally. But I know deep down inside that if it was up to me, like if I was her age and I was trying to get I never would have come to America ever. Like I never would have filed the paperwork or passed the fucking, the citizenship test. So, so get here if you can, guys. Yo, I wanted to tell the story last week, but I forgot. So I don't know if you guys heard. I was on Dukes's Founders Fiesta thing like a month ago that he does every year, and Angel. I was on it with Angel, of course.
Of course.
And we did it for like over 2 hours, right?
Yeah, we were there for a while.
And then I remember thinking like I'm just gonna fucking say whatever because I didn't say anything that is gonna get him canceled again. But as far as like stories I know, I was like I'm just gonna whatever. And I told a story I've been hanging on to forever because I don't know, it just came up. And then he fucking took it out of the podcast because it was too racy, too dicey.
Did he?
Yeah. And then I was texting somebody about it and they were like,
too dicey.
Oh, I was like, what about this story? Did you hear about it? He was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then I went back and listened. I was like, oh my God, dude, he fucking took it out. And then I told the person, I was like, well, I'm going to tell it on IDM. So
which story was it? I'm narking on myself, but I was on the show, so I didn't really listen.
It's
So
the
I don't know what-
story.
Either
It's
time.
the story about what we saw going down in the bathroom at my going away party at my parents' house.
I saw it on the prep sheet. I was like, how many times are you going to talk about this? But okay, that would make sense.
I don't think I ever told it on IDM. Did I?
I'm not sure. I
don't-
think now that you mention it, I think I was remembering the Founders Fiesta.
Yeah.
Or being there.
Well,
Yeah.
did you talk about it? Did you talk about it with Shorts when you guys were doing the You guys did a whole bit about like the I don't know
Radio
if this is
stories.
Shakespeare, if I can say this, but you were talking about like the horrors of radio for like one of the episodes. You remember
That
what
was a
I'm
great
talking about?
episode.
It was great. Did you mention it then? I honestly can't remember. I remember hearing it obviously.
Did I don't know. We got some dogs in the house. Guys, did I ever tell a story about my going away party and what we saw in the bathroom happening? If not, I'll just tell it again. But dude,
Yeah,
real quick, you mentioned that episode. Did you guys know who he was referring to when he said the person's name without actually saying their name?
Yeah, but I already knew.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, that stuff. You guys did that more than once. I remember there was one of them that I didn't get, and almost
Okay,
every
all
other
right, yeah.
reference I did get.
Because he was like, dude, I should take that out. I'm so worried. I was like, dude, nobody knows who the fuck you're talking about. But in the back of my mind, I was like, everyone's gonna know.
It wasn't that tough to figure out. It was just
Yeah.
the one that I don't remember.
I think it was just their name in Pig Latin or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then if I already told, I mean, the story is, guys, if you never heard it, before I went to LA for 8 months, and then my friend gave the job that he was supposed to give to me to his girlfriend. I had a going away party, and everyone was there. The movie talked about being there because he said, "Yo, Ofma's gonna
Was he
have
there?
is at this party." Yeah, he was there. Bob the Builder was there.
I don't remember the movie being there. What did he time it so that he wasn't there when I was there?
No, you know how he was there because he was like, remember how there was like a handicapped person at the
Was
house
that the
next
same
door?
night?
Yeah,
Yes, of course I remember that. The movie and his twink bum rushed the handicap across the street, invited him over for a limbo competition. Or
Wait, the
something.
twink did, or was it Shorts who walked over there shirtless?
No, you're right. It was Short that went over there, brought him
Yeah.
over, but then it was the movie and the twink that almost got in a fight with the guy.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
it
that's
was
right.
something
And
like
then,
I think
and
I'm
with
gone
Shorts.
at this point.
yeah, and then Shorts
Yeah.
and the twink almost got in a fight because. Okay, so
I mean, this story makes no sense.
I mean, it was
Yeah.
a very fun-filled night.
Yeah,
So,
well,
Wild
eventful.
night.
So Etat was there, Angel was there, Bob the Builder, his wife was there. A lot of people were there, and then a guy who used to work at the radio station. I don't give a fuck, dude. What's he gonna do? Sue me? His name is AJ Atai. he worked at the station, and he and I were good friends back then, but he hasn't talked to me anymore because I think the same reason Papa Giorgio doesn't talk to me. No sports, no politics.
Because we've told this story to everyone.
Yeah, because I put him on blast.
Yeah.
He had a thing with this girl who worked at the station who Shorts used to
I
like
thought
date.
it was Jordan. I thought it was Shorts' girl.
No, I mean, you thought that this happened while they were dating?
Not while they were dating, but they were.
Oh,
talking.
yeah. Well, it was Shorts' girl. Yeah,
I don't know.
which made it
Okay.
added an extra layer of awkwardness to the whole
Yeah.
thing. And we're all partying, having a nice time, and my parents, my mom, and and my stepdad were there, my Ecuadorian step, and all these foreign friends that they invited, and there was a bathroom. We were all hanging out on the deck, and there was a bathroom that was right there that you could access just by walking in the house, but it kind of had a window that looked out onto the deck. And
And
I
also,
don't think
you're making it seem like it's like a hidden bathroom, and then there was like a sneaky window. like you access the bathroom just walking through the living room. Like everyone, it was like right in the center of the party. It wasn't like they went to some corner or something.
Right.
You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't like they were
the
trying
house
to
is
hide what they were
leveled.
doing.
Yeah, the way the house is leveled, you have to go through the living room, walk into
Yeah.
the little bathroom, and then if you were in the deck, you could look into the bathroom through that
And
little.
it was
window.
eye level too.
Yeah,
On the
it was eye level. That's what Doug said.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and so they were what's funny is like this bathroom had a flawed design because it had a curtain that hung up over the window that looked out onto the deck where everybody was hanging out. But for whatever reason, the curtain worked in a way where you couldn't see what was going on outside, but everybody could look into the bathroom.
Put it up backwards.
Yeah.
The reverse peephole.
Yeah.
It's like one of those double-sided mirrors, but on the wrong side.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like in a witness interrogation room, the witness is just watching the cops like freak out and talk to each other.
Of course, Miguel got the cheap construction Spanish.
Oh, I know, dude. I know. And then once he hung it up, it was like it's just gonna be like
it's over.
Yeah. And so the whole night you could very easily watch people pee. If you want, if you're into that sort of thing, you could check out people's penises and their vaginas.
A lot of decks.
Yeah. And so we're all hanging out, just doing our thing. And next thing I know, someone's like, "Yo, Othman, you might want to look over here." And then I walk over, and then I see this guy, AJ Atai, and this girl who Shorts used to date. I won't give out her name. She's a very nice girl, but except for that night. And
I didn't know that.
she's like bent over on the sink, and he's just fucking going to town. Just I mean, it looked like a porno movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Although he's a tiny Arab dude, so it looked like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was literally on his tippy toes. I'm not kidding. He could barely reach.
Right. I'm pretty sure I saw him standing on his tippy toes.
Yeah.
And then so I did what any responsible host of a party would do, and I wanted I didn't want anyone to feel uncomfortable or left out, so I went, "Hey, everyone, come over here, check this out." And I think everyone just gathered around and got a good look at what was. Do you guys remember seeing it?
Yeah, I was right next to it.
Oh, you were? Okay.
Yeah.
You might have been the person that told me, D-Tat.
Dude, it was.
I think it was you. You were like, "Yo, you might want to take a look in there."
I think one of our friends went in there and like banged on the door and like went inside with them. And
yes, she invited this like very brash like ghetto black girl named Jasmine, who I did not know, and it's fine if you want to bring a friend, especially if it's a vagina. I'd be like, yeah, sure, bring her. But when she saw everyone was like crowded around the window staring at her friend, she was like, oh hell no, and then she ran inside.
Didn't they stay in the bathroom for like 2 hours afterwards?
Yeah, and she's like,
it was the one bathroom on the main level.
I know.
Why would you not go to another bathroom or try to find a spot? Why would you go in the main level? Like,
there wasn't a lot of like planning or thinking on their part. You could tell. And AJ, the fucking scumbag, walks out like he just fucking won the Super Bowl. He's like, "Yeah, what's up, you got? Yeah, I don't know, man. We just had to do it, just duty calls."
And then he pieced out. Didn't he? He just kind of like, "All right, well, I did my thing. I'm out." Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. He was like, I'm gonna leave all this fucking screaming and this problem to
you guys.
And so the girl was in the bathroom. The black girl was talking to this girl that Shorts used to date. It's just so funny to remind yourself of that part. And
also Shorts was there.
Oh, this is a good guy. Come on, guy. But I'll give Shorts credit. He did not give a fuck. I mean, maybe he did.
Not.
Yeah,
he didn't show it. Yeah, you're right.
So the girl is I'm sorry, can you guys hear what's happening? I'm trying to screw this back onto the anyways. So the girl is like in the bathroom her friends trying to console her. I think she was literally crying because she was so ashamed by what had happened. I mean, she just got fucking pounded in a Moroccan's bathroom by a tiny Afghani man.
Dude,
I mean,
and there was also a range of like 20 to like 50-year-olds that we all like took turns.
All your
looking in
mom's
the window.
friends.
I would go
Yeah,
higher.
like,
You were right at first. It was probably
Yeah.
close to 60. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It was like the whole spectrum. Everybody's like, whoa, all right.
And so yeah, they were taking forever in the bathroom, and I remember like kindly being like, "Hey, can you guys get out or like go somewhere else?" Because people were really like they got to use the bathroom. And then the girl Jasmine was like, she pounded on the door back. She was like, "You gonna wait till we ready?" I was like, "Oh hell no!" You know what I mean? I was like, this girl does not know me. And then I gave her like 5 minutes. It's like I don't want to kick because again the girl was nice. I don't want to kick her out.
Sure.
And then I went back and I did it, and I was like, for real, you guys got to get out. And then the girl fucking like pounded on the door as hard as she could, like, get the foot, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, all right, that's it. That's it. You guys got to get out. And then I kicked them out. And then I don't think that I ever saw that girl again or talked to her. But yeah, that was I don't what's so bad about that story?
Oh.
Humiliating.
Yeah.
I don't know why Dukes would care about that.
Yeah, I don't either.
Other than that was a man and woman having sex instead of two men.
Yeah. Like, is AJ
That's
even in business anymore?
What's that?
AJ Atai, is he even in the business anymore? Or like
Dude,
the
he
radio business?
cannot stop failing upwards, man. He almost got fired from the station because he was dating this junkies groupie
Swim fan.
What?
swim chick, yeah, who like
Swim fan.
yeah, who
She used to hit us up for Sundress Silly, like before Sundress Sillies to get like VIP.
yeah. She was like a huge, but she was also crazy, of course. I mean, what kind of a normal girl is a junkies, super fan? No offense. But so they started dating, and she like went on a crazy drunken tirade on Twitter, like tagging at CBS Radio. And you remember that? Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
I hope you guys know you're employing a domestic abuser, and basically just saying he beats her and shit like that. Jesus. And then
that ass. I don't even know either of them.
And then, dude, somehow I don't know how this happened, but a bunch of her nudes got leaked on her Twitter account, and there are like iPads of like her pictures on it with jizz all over it. And she blamed him for that publicly on Twitter. That's the only reason I know. Okay. And then like he got hired away by like ESPN, and
that's what got him the job.
Something like that. And then he's like won like an Emmy or two for like COVID stories.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good for him, I guess.
Shouts to him, man. Shouts to him. But what happened with the movie again? Like, why was he gonna get in a fight with Shorts or his friend?
No, it was his friend. Something happened where Shorts drunkenly jumped the fence. This was the same party. It was like this party was like 8 hours long, by the way.
Yeah, I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Started at like 4 p.m.
Yeah. So your neighbors were also having a simultaneous party, but their party clearly didn't have people banging in a little window where we could all watch.
Yeah. It was a nice low key like white people party.
Yeah. So Blue Shorts, of course, jumped the fence. I think maybe puked or he did something outrageous. Tried to apologize, then realized that the guy was in a wheelchair. So then invited him over to make friends. So out of nowhere, these two guys were clearly annoyed, but the wheelchair guy was kind of like, yeah, whatever. Let's see where this is going. He probably had some attention, and he's like excited. So they reeled the guy in, and I don't know why. I don't remember if it was Shorts or the movie. They decided to I think Schwartz climbed on the side of your house and pulled down like a what is it called? Where the water goes through. What is that called?
Gutter.
I'm so far. A gutter. Somehow a gutter came down, and so they were using the gutter to play limbo.
Oh, yeah.
But then Blue Shorts thought it would be funny to ask the guy in the wheelchair to do limbo. and for whatever reason, Blue Shirts is blackout at this point.
Yeah.
I hate speaking for the guy when he's not here, but it's his fault for procreating like all of us. So Blue Shirts decided it was a good idea to ask the wheelchair guy to do limbo, and the wheelchair guy's like, "What are you talking about, dude? Like, I'm in a chair." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the movie's little friend, who's like
the guy, by the way, didn't have just like a broken leg. He was like a paraplegic.
yeah, he was like legit. Yeah, all he needed was the little steering wheel where he can like guide it himself. You know what I mean? Yeah. So for some reason, the little Puerto Rican guy that the movie brought got really offended by this and was trying to fight Blue Shorts for the wheelchair guy's honor. The whole time, the wheelchair guy's like, no, it's not necessary. Like, we're fine. We're good here. But then the movie's calling Blue Shorts a pussy for not fighting the tiny guy. And then the tiny guy's trying to swing at him. All the white people slowly like backed away and they wheeled the guy out.
So funny.
I think a couple swings were taking. I don't even remember that much at that point, but yeah, it was blurry at the end of the night.
Dude, it makes me sad that like those days are long gone. Not just like because I'm thinking, when is Shorts gonna party like that? I mean, actually, I don't know. DT, you've been in the fatherhood game for a while, so your kid's 11. Shorts is just getting into it this week. Do you see a time in? Well, actually, it's different for DT also because you're like a single dad.
Yeah,
I can't imagine a time. I can't picture a time in my head where Shorts is like being that wacky and crazy as a. Do you know what I'm saying? Or like we're acting like that.
Maybe if it goes to camp or something.
Yeah,
she goes to camp when she's.
Oh, that's a good point.
I don't know, but like even if they're away from the house, like Angel, do you see yourself ever like we used to have some wild nights? Do you think that that's just like it's just part of growing up? That's gone forever.
I think it's more of an age factor too.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's an age factor, but at the same time, it's also a lack of opportunity factor.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like once you're doing this, you don't put yourself in positions to get wacky. I feel like what Doug just said, just him saying the kids went to like summer camp, like lit this thing in my mind where I was like, oh my God, I can't wait for my kids to be gone for more than like 2 days. Like, what am I going to do when that happens? You know what I mean? Like, like if the opportunity arises, it might be the complete opposite. Where he'll be out of his mind because he's been holding all that stuff back in. You know what I mean? How often does that opportunity come up? I guess is the issue.
Right.
I'm in a weird spot because all of my friends in Austin don't have kids.
Most of them don't have kids.
So what are they like trying to get you to go do?
Every other weekend off, so it's like they all live downtown, so I'll go downtown but I get to the point where it's like, all right, I'm done, and it's like 11:30, and they're like, yeah, let's keep going, and they'll be out till like 3 a.m. I'm like, dude, I can't do this that often.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I guess like back in the day, the thing that the aspect that I'm sleeping on is the fact that we didn't really have like you literally could just do whatever you wanted to that night, and you just know that you have like Saturday and Sunday to just you don't have anything to worry about.
And then again.
Yeah. That if you want to. But now it's like I can't even like stay out late at a restaurant without being like, oh fuck, dude, I gotta take them to this thing tomorrow, and then
it's like, and I'm probably showing my age. I don't even know if kids do this at the clubs anymore. But remember when you go clubbing and they put the little X if you didn't drink or whatever, and then it was almost like a badge of honor to do that, and then go to the next date or whatever your waitress job was, whatever, and just rock the fuck. Yeah, exactly. Right now, I want to be home by 9. You know what I mean? Like, no, I don't want. Don't put that shit on my head.
Right. Yeah.
Like, and if I do, I'm sleeping till late. You know what I mean? Like something. It just doesn't. It doesn't make sense to me now.
If I'm not out before the sun's going down, there's little chance I'm going out.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless it's already planned. But other than if it's like, I'm like, it's already bedtime.
Yeah, well, dude, when I used to go to the strip club on Tuesday, Wednesday nights, like I would literally just, I wouldn't even, it wouldn't even process. It wasn't even the thing I was processing in my mind. Like, how was I going to feel tomorrow? Just like, let me just see how much I can get out of this night before tomorrow comes. You know?
Tomorrow's gonna happen regardless. But now it's like, no. Like tomorrow might not come if I stay up this late. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Shit. Let me do the big time P1 shout outs real quick, and then we'll jump into some of the topics for the day. All right. Oh shit. Here we go.
It's time for our big time P1 shout outs.
All right. Okay. Shout out to, this is kind of an old one, but hopefully not too old. Shout out to Alex, AJ McCown, Alex Davis, Brendan Cooney, Brendan Smith, Brent Wenzel, Brian Altman, Brian Busties, Danny Loudermilk, Dave Slizat. Oh, Dave Slizat made a cool sign holder for IDM Big Banner. Yeah, so I'm excited to unveil that. Our guy Don DeMarco, Ernesto Ladon, Craven Moorhead, James Faz, James M, Jen Montana. This is an old one, but it says still got love for the streets. JP Flame, Kevin Smith, Korean John, Chris Stein, Kyle Kogan, M Jizzle, our guy Matt Brodericks. I feel bad. I was like, Matt Brodericks, invite me on your show, and he did, and I haven't gone. I will go on soon.
Oh no, dude. You said it more than once.
Asshole. Invite me. He's like, well, how about this day? I was like, I'll never get back to you. Matt Starcheck and Matt Starcheck. Max has a 1-inch penis. Peter Rosencrantz, Phil J, our guy Reggie, Comron Mexico, Instagram.com/Brad Paints This, Sean Kibler, William, and our dog Lubomir. Just all the ones. Thank you for the support. We love you. We love you. All right, we sent a couple funny topics. Let's see. I don't know. Do you guys have a file? Have you been keeping up with the black lady in Pakistan?
No. What? No. You said it so nonchalantly, like, yeah. What do you mean? Hold on. Basically all of Instagram right now. Like, what are you talking about? No.
Okay, all right. You guys know about it. Okay. I don't know.
I don't actually.
Neither do I.
Oh, you don't know about it? Oh, no. Shit. Okay, well, let me talk about that shit real quick.
Just the title of the segment is hilarious. Black lady in Pakistan.
Okay, so all right, so here's the long and short of it. There is a crazy black lady who is who went to Pakistan to marry a dude, and when she got over there to marry this guy,
she has bobs.
What's that?
She has bobs, so she was pretty well.
Yeah, she had bobs and vagine, and apparently what happened is like the dude she like was catfishing him a little bit. She was using some fake pictures, and so when she got there,
she was catfishing him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so when she got there, like the dude was like, "Hey, I'll be right back," and then just like disappeared. and she's like so I don't know. She's like so angry about it that she refuses to leave Pakistan. She's become like
to try to find him.
No, not even.
Like,
She's just
get revenge.
I ain't leaving until one of y'all marry me, and and like it's become a whole spectacle where everyone's like, "Oh my god, look at this!" You know what I mean? Like she's on the news daily because let me just pull up a clip of her. Let me show you guys who I'm talking about.
Yes, please.
All right. Here is this lady. This is just the first clip I found. Here we go.
For 100K.
Oh, that's the other thing. She wants
It looks like
She
she
wants,
could be looks like
she wants
she'd
the
be actually
Pakistani government to pay her $100,000 for damages. And
She wants the Pakistani government to pay her.
yeah.
And what is that, like the cricket team behind her or something?
Oh, he's a big fella.
Ruth.
I'm asking for 100K or more. I need 20K by this week. Okay, in my pockets, in cash. Okay, that's a demand to the government.
ये हमारी American sister जो है, my dear American sister.
Listen, I'm from Pakistan. Respect to the law, respect for the law, respect to Allah, and respect to God. Make sure y'all get this on your camera. I'm married to Nidel Hamid. I'm Onija Hamid. We are moving to Dubai very soon. We're gonna have our baby and
Okay, so that's her name, Onija.
But by the way, did she say respect halal or Allah?
Yeah, halal. She said halal.
She said respect halal.
She did. You're right, because then she said and God. So
Yeah.
Okay. She kind of looks like
Allah with halal.
Okay,
she
so
looks like she could be an extra in the town.
So here's a clip. It says, after 4 months, Onija Robinson is leaving Pakistan. I'm surprised you guys haven't seen it. Now let me pull up this video of this is a Pakistani dude kind of breaking down what happened.
Okay.
And then we can talk about you know. I was telling everybody, I was like, this is just every single plot of 90 Day Fiance that I've ever watched.
Yeah.
Right? Reminds me of that African dude and that fat blonde lady.
Oh, Michael.
Yeah, it was like season.
Yeah. And Angela, I think her name is. Yeah. All right, so here is a Pakistani dude kind of explaining what is happening. All right, here we go.
33 years old, and she fell in love with this guy named Ahmed Nadal, who's 18. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Onija was catfishing Ahmed. Onija's 33.
Okay, yeah, Onija's.
She's 33.
She is not. There's no way she's 33.
That's
no,
she's
way older.
Or did she catfish her age too?
Yeah, she had to be lying about that.
And
the dude was only 18.
18. That's wild. Okay.
What a fucking cradle! All right, here we go.
Just keep following along. So Onija used to talk to Ahmed with a filter, and she used to talk to him with a filter of a white blonde lady. Now,
oh, you can't do that. Can't do that.
We all thought she was lying about her age.
Because, dude, if you're a white blonde lady in Pakistan, you're royalty. Like, people will stop you to take you. If you're an old black lady, they're just going to ask you to, like, apply for a job at their street food.
Also, she's probably the only old black lady who's been to Pakistan. So it's almost like she's just as much of a superstar.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Ahmed fell in love with her, and he was like, "Yeah, let's do this. I love you, baby," and everything. And they got married on an online nikah. Nikah is like an Islamic marriage ceremony. Anyhow,
so, come on, dude. Yeah, this is IDM.
This
guy annoys me so much, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you're so fancy that you do your hair like that. You have those fancy glasses, but your two bottom teeth are the color of coffee.
Because of the teeth, you can't tell if he's in Pakistan or in the US.
So Ahmed was like, you know what, my love, come join me in my homeland, and he gave her address and everything. Now, keep in mind, the place where Ahmed lives is a very it's an area. It's an area. So it's like the hood. Not exactly the hood, but yeah, okay. So what happened was Onija landed in Karachi in Pakistan, and she shows up at Ahmed's doorstep. And once she shows up at Ahmed's doorstep, Ahmed was like, whoops, Yeah, this is not that lady I was talking to because Onija was catfishing him. But Ahmed was kind of chill with it. He was like, you know what? Eventually, I'm gonna get the green card, nationality, America, all that stuff. That's what I was going through his head. So he was chill with it. His mom was like, no, 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 no. And just for context, Pakistan has a lot of there's a word which is called the colonial complex because we were colonized by the British. So Pakistanis like look up to anything that is white as, oh my god, this is like the ultimate beauty standard, and God forbid you are a darker shade, it'll be like, oh my god. So the
Oh my
The
god.
colonial complex. He's basically saying that the reason that they're racist, they don't like black people in Pakistan is because of white people. That's not true. That's not
Yeah,
true.
that's great.
Don't they have a caste system in those countries?
Oh yeah.
All right, here we go. He's almost done.
the mom was like, no, 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 this black woman and all that racist complex colorism, all of that just came out. And so what the mom did was the mom like, but the son was okay with this. So the mom took her son, she locked the doors of the house, and she ran away, and nobody knows where they went. Anyhow, follow along. So then Onija went and she like camped in that apartment complex, like right in the parking lot. And she's like, I ain't leaving anywhere without my husband. And she kept on saying this. And what happened?
I love how he's trying to do like a
Yeah.
little bit of a hood twang.
Black
Yeah.
scent.
Ain't nobody got time for that. All right, here we go.
Was all of sudden, like people started getting word of this lady who doesn't belong here, and it's a very close-knit community because it's the hood. So like think about like the hood where everyone kind of knows each other. They're like, where has this person handed out? Where has this person just landed down? So anyhow, she was camping in the parking lot, and
Landed down.
I don't think he knows what the hood means. When he describes the hood.
Yeah, you're right. He has used it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he just means like country living.
Neighborhood. The neighborhood.
yeah, exactly.
There you go. All right, here we go.
and slowly news started spreading around, and that's where the media came in. And when the media came in, they're like, why are you here? And then like initially she wouldn't talk. When she started talking, she started saying all sorts of weird stuff. She's like, give me money, give me money. If you give me money, then I'm gonna talk. But then slowly like she started like saying some stuff. I want my husband, I'm going to leave without my husband. But again, like point being, a lot of huge ruckus started happening, and people in the apartment complex, their lives started becoming like, like hard, because like you have the entire media coming in, and these people just want to go by their lives. So what happened was a humanitarian got involved. A humanitarian, this lady, her name is Onija.
Okay, so that's basically the story. I mean,
Okay.
Just squatted.
yeah. And
In the
I
hood.
guess they just think it's so funny that a ghetto black lady from New York is like refusing to leave their country, that they're like, let's just talk about this on the news. Right? Like,
Wow.
because I'm serious. Like, I don't know if you guys watch. Well, it sounds like some of you guys, like DT, it sounds like you're familiar with some of the stories on 90 Day Fiancé. But there's literally like the Jenny and Sumit guy, the guy that
I don't know that is.
the younger Indian dude, and he's with a super old white lady who came to India to marry him. Her family did his family did the exact same thing. So this story has like happened a bunch in
My mom
on the show.
My mom.
Yeah.
She,
The mom.
she took a trip to Israel a few years ago with her brother, and she did like one of those 23andMe's and found out she was like 3% Jewish.
Oh.
She's like, I gotta take a birthright trip.
Dude, I thought you were going to talk about how your mom catfished some Israeli guy.
I know. Don't
Hey,
Oh, dude.
Hold on.
dude.
She gets over there and she starts taking pictures and like uploading them to Facebook, and she's like, oh, here's some 19-year-old it was like Israeli or Palestinian like security guard or army guy. He kept talking to me and wanting to come visit and all this shit. And I'm like, dude, like,
Yeah.
no, like hard, like if this guy comes and he's trying to like get all your money and like everything, like 90 days. And she posted it on Facebook, and all of her friends are saying the same thing. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
You seriously haven't heard the story?
No.
That's so funny, dude. So the one caveat, Angel just dropped off. He'll be back. the one thing I forgot to mention is her, like, she has kids. I got kids, man. I'm gonna just take a shit right here, dog.
How old are her kids?
So they're like, I don't know. They're like, so she's clearly not 33 because her kids came out being like, yo, this is my mom, and she is like not on her medication. She's not taking her medication. So she's not normally this crazy, but we're worried about her.
Did they
And
say
so,
how they met? Like,
yeah,
like,
he said it was a site called Nika or something like that, right?
oh,
Yeah.
well, that's
But so I saw this video, right, of her eating at a McDonald's in Pakistan, and here, let me show it to you. And she, first of all, she's so brazen. She's treating everyone like she's Kim Kardashian, but
yeah.
you'll see here a dude like goes to shake her hand, and she shakes his hand, and then she's about to go back to eating her French fries with that hand, and then she switches hands because she's like
Oh
grossed
yeah.
out by his hand or something like that.
Well,
And so
isn't
everyone
it
saw this and they're like, she's not crazy. She's lucid enough to like do that. She's not. All right, I'll show it to you.
My husband will be picking me up from there. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
God bless.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I don't
I don't
know.
know if that
Man.
was intentional or what. Aren't there some of those the countries over there where they it's proper to shake your hand with only one side of the hand because the other hand scoops the poop?
Is that why?
I think that's what I've heard. Like, I don't know if that's true or not. Like, but I think that's what they talked about with like in Bangladesh. And I think
really?
I asked my buddy about that, and he's like, "How do you know?"
Wait, so you mean scoops the poop like picks it up like
yeah,
that's
like,
how they're wiping their ass?
Yeah. You have a
Oh
white
my
hand,
God,
and then you have like, and then you're only doing everything with like your right hand, like shaking hands and all that, because that's your clean hand.
I mean, that is the most disgusting custom I've ever heard in my entire life.
I don't know if it's true, but like I think I've heard that before.
Whoa, dude, I think you're right. I'm looking online and it says I looked for one hand scoop poop, left hand India. And I found I know India tends to get a bad rap for being unsanitary and that a lot of this is undeserved. But one thing truly surprises me, and that is the use of hands to eat combined with a unique way of washing yourself after taking a dump. I realized that Indians only use their left hand to wash the poop particles off them with water after they've done the deed, but this seems shockingly unsanitary. Wow, dude. I fucking laugh in your face, but I think you're right.
Well, wasn't that video of the poop parties? Where was that poop party that you guys were showing? I mean, they've got no problem with feces.
Well, I think cow poop is different.
Oh, it's sacred. No, it is.
No, I think so. But I'm trying to think. Like, is when people use a bidet, right? In other countries, do they like wipe with their? They don't wipe with their hands, do they?
I think if they don't have a bidet or some way to get it out.
No, but like when you use do you guys have a bidet at your house?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you turn it on and it does what it does, you don't use you like use paper after that, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
I'm not checking with my fingers.
But do you think that's custom in other countries?
I mean,
do you think that they use paper?
They have paper. If they have,
I'm pretty sure in other countries, and by other countries, I mean I'm pretty sure in Morocco, they just if they're sitting on a bidet, they just fucking raw dog that shit and use their hands. It's like they're taking a little mini shower.
Oh yeah, I use paper to like splot, and I'm like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah. So maybe you're right, dude. That's
But
nuts.
I knew people, and I think like Lurch on the Junkies has said that like every time he takes a dump, he has to shower after.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
Like, at that point, why don't you just get a bidet?
Yeah, I know. There's probably so much poop in his shower too.
Oh,
All right. Anyway. We got I don't know where Angel went. I'm gonna text him, but let me give a quick shout out to our guy, as we always do every week, our guy Money Mike from Money Mike's Plumbing.
In Northern Virginia, where the sun always shines. Money Mike, he fixes it.
You guys heard him here earlier. Shouts to our guy Money Mike from Money Mike's Plumbing, Repair and Service. Mike has owned and operated his small business all over Northern Virginia for the past 20 years. Free estimates in person or over the phone. No job is too big or too small. That's what she said. 703-501-1926. Give him a call. Like the guy singing in the song right now. Mention IDM for a 10% discount on whatever you need done. Shouts to my dogs who have reached out to him. I got some people in the neighborhood that have hit him up. If you guys support him, you're supporting us. So please hook him up. Give him a call. Money Mike's always reaching out to us asking, yo, what do you guys need for the show? How can I help out the show? And you know what, Doug, he's actually like a low-key, very good. He's very good at giving us feedback on our show.
yeah.
He's like, you guys got to do these topics more. He loves the show. He loves the dog. So love him back. Give him a call, 703-501-1926. I don't know where Angel went, but hopefully we'll get him for the Straight Tree on. If not, Doug, are you hanging on or you got to go do something?
Yeah, I think I can hang on.
I bet. Thank you, man. Okay, dogs. Well, we will see you on the Straight Tree on. And if you're not signed up, consider signing up. Patreon.com/IDMpod. 3 episodes a week. This is Shorts' only source of income. So consider supporting the guy. He's a father, for Christ's sake.
Paternity leave. Paid paternity leave.
Yeah. Yeah, but shouts to the dogs who are already supporting. If you're not, consider it. And we will see you guys in 5 minutes. Peace.